Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's Big Ambitions. We're having a great day today. Parking myself on the wrong side of the street because I need to unload a couple boxes of hot dogs. We go through a lot of hot dog boxes, and we're kind of always out. I want to talk a little bit about the warehouse stuff. We've had some comments, and people have thrown numbers at me and stuff in the comments from the last video, so I wanted to talk about that today. Before I do that, I gotta make sure that my businesses are taken care of here. So let me just get the hot dogs over here. There we go. Okay. I probably don't have to do this manually again. And the reason I have to do it manually at all, just want to show you. Let's take a look at the businesses really quick. Currently, we have 4 businesses, okay? Now, if I go into Char Incorporated, I can see that I have one logistics manager that's managing Fast Chuck and Charmart. These are the 2 businesses that I thought, anyway, consumed the most products. And it's kind of true. The clothing store does also consume a lot of stuff. I have 2 purchasing agents. One can go down and mostly order food type stuff. The other can go down and order a lot of other stuff. But neither one of these are capable of importing clothing. I thought that was a bit weird. So I might have missed a location where imports can happen with clothing. So we've got this building. That's for the food. We got the clothing here. There doesn't seem to be any more imports unless I'm missing it. Like maybe it's, I don't know, over here somewhere, or maybe it's just not in the game yet. But there doesn't seem to be a place. Let me just go and import export, right? And let's get rid of maybe office supply store, subway station. So the green highlights right now should basically, the only things highlighted right now should be buildings I own and also import places. And I don't see anywhere where I can get clothing imported. So clothing is going to have to be a persistent thing in which I always use the wholesaler for it. Because otherwise I'm going to run out of clothing very fast. Let me just go back and do wholesale. No, I don't want that. I want to go and get a retail space, warehouse space, and not clothing. I think we're probably fine here just with these. I don't really intend to get into other types of businesses at the moment. So anyway, that's not possible right now. So when we go and expand to new businesses right now, most likely going to avoid going to the clothing store unless we can persistently and consistently get inventory from the wholesaler. So I have to actually go back and make a new deal with the wholesaler because I'm thinking I already got rid of that contract, so I need to sign another one because otherwise I'm gonna have to keep delivering it. But I wanted to point that out too. So if anyone's wondering why maybe I don't, or why in the future anyway, I still have a contract to import from a wholesaler on clothing, that's why. Neither one of these places appear to anyway offer the ability to import clothes, which I find to be quite ironic since of all the products we have here in the game, clothing is the one I think we import the most of all these different categories. So I need to, go all the way around the block here. I could maybe just pick up clothing while I'm here, to be honest. We should probably just pick up clothing while we're here. I'm going to have to import it later anyway with a delivery fee. And since I'm here, and then there's also paper bags and stuff. Now, we can get paper bags and stuff delivered, right? So if I was to go to purchasing agent, this, the smaller one, that was on the right on the map there. This one has paper bags, and we're bringing that in tomorrow. We're going to have 3,200 paper bags brought in at 16 cents a piece and 5,000 soda cans brought in at 50 cents a piece. And that's in addition to what Isaac's doing, bringing in all the food stuff. But I want to point something out here, though. The logistics manager, I have 2 of them. But only one is showing up here because only one of them is on the schedule right now. And the reason for that is because these warehouses only deliver to 2 destinations. And the reason for that is because of the van. It's not so much about the warehouse, although that does play a role because there are limited vehicle bays, but the capacity for the logistics manager to operate is dependent on the vehicle and how many bays the warehouse has. So I can add destinations all I want. I just don't know whether or not it's going to actually support all of the destinations I add because it does say up to 2 destinations. And right now, that's a van and Alan Davis. What I'd like to do then, just to try this out, is I'm saving up money. We're at $71,000 right now. And I'm saving money up so that I can buy one of the bigger trucks. I want to see how much that affects it and whether or not that's good moving forward. Plus, I really want to use one of these. It's actually harder to steer because the camera doesn't stay behind it now, so a little bit more difficult to steer. I'm starting to understand why it's a follow cam for the cars. There we go. So we'll import, let's say, 12 of the cheap female clothing and 12 of the cheap male clothing. Get in there. Yep. There we go. One more. There we go. And we're good. No? Wait, did I miscalculate? I shouldn't have. Wait a minute. How much stuff was in there already? Did I already have stuff in there? No. Did I? Oh, I must have done female clothing twice. Here, try this. I just want 10 of each. So if you could... Fine. Let's do it this way. Yeah, one more from the pallet, I guess. And we'll just leave that alone the way it is. Okay, so $10,000 worth of goods here, but I'm just going to deliver to the clothing store. Because again, there's no way. I could possibly get away with just making my own rounds here every once in a while. But I think it's probably best just to have at least a weekly delivery so I don't have to worry about it. And I can focus on other businesses, right? Which is what I really want to do, is focus on other businesses. So let's get another agreement in place here. And then I can make like a week from today be a delivery day for that business. So rags to wear deliveries. So today's Sunday. We want to make the deliveries on Sunday then. And we're going to make sure that we have a lot of the classic stuff. That stuff is definitely purchased a lot more often than everything else. So we're going to bring in some modern male clothing, but I'll only take like 2 boxes of that. And let's do maybe some modern female clothing. We'll do like 2 boxes of that. Maybe we'll take this down 2 boxes like this and then get some paper bags in here too, just in case. And we'll have that be a week from today. And I think the store can hold out that long. I'm not bringing them any paper bags right now, actually. I probably should do that too, but I'll take care of that off camera. Not a big deal. So anyway, on the debate, if you will, bit of a discussion or a bit of a conversation in the comments in the last video related to whether it's worth it, right? Because we're paying more per product by importing it. However, it's about that fee, right? That $1,000 delivery fee, it changes things. It complicates things a little bit. Because with the delivery fee added to smaller deliveries, like the wholesaler does, it brings the price of the products that you're bringing in, it makes it higher than the import, right? When you add $1,000 to an order, you're effectively raising... I hate when I'm getting trapped in traffic. Like, there's people all around me and I'm surrounded. I hate it. There's a fee added to that delivery, and that raises the cost of goods sold, right? By a predictable, easy to calculate amount as well. But there is a daily cost to the warehouse, the rent, right? There's an upfront cost, huge upfront costs, especially if you're going to manage more than 2 businesses. For instance, the warehouses that have 2 vehicle bays, if we had 2 vans, we could support 4 businesses, right? Those warehouses are $1,800 a month, like pretty close to $1,800 a month. There are some with 2 vehicle bays, and there's no easy way to tell, but you can kind of tell before you buy it. I did talk to Hovgaard a little bit about that. They're going to change that, but you can kind of see how many bays there are. You can tell by the price and the size typically, but sometimes you'll see, like this one over here, sometimes you'll see the picture. It actually shows that there are 2 places to park. And then there's this like L1 or I1 or whatever this is. And that's different than the H1s that are displayed as well. So like on mine, can't use the one I bought already. Mine says H1, it has less building area. So typically the ones that have more building area, those will have more bays. And you can physically see that in the pictures and stuff too. Plus the rent is higher. So when you do these types of buildings, you can have more vehicles, right? But that's still, with a van anyway, that's still a maximum of 4 businesses. And I think at 4 businesses, you are not scaled high enough to make this whole import yourself worth it. You need to scale your business up. You need to scale how much inventory you need up before that becomes worth it. Otherwise, it doesn't matter if you're paying technically less per item. Your rent charges, your wages for your drivers, the upfront cost of the trucks to properly manage it, which in the case of the bigger truck is 100 grand, right? These things take a lot of money, and that capital could be put to work with like making other businesses happen, and then you're missing out on the revenue from not having those other businesses simply because you wanted to have an import export. It does save you player time a little bit. I wouldn't even argue like on the purpose of a player. I wouldn't even say it saves you that much time, because this contract, this is not that much time. You can just do as many of these as you want, right? It doesn't cost you any time at all. It's the setup time to get that whole logistics sorted out and hire new people, etc. That stuff takes time too. And so I don't think it's as cut and dry as some people think it is. I think there is a balance to it, and that's counter to what I said before about it not being balanced. So I'm kind of changing my mind a little bit on the balance of it, because there is a trade-off and there's a point at which it makes sense. I think we're kind of set up a little bit too early here, mostly because I only have 4 businesses. And I don't think at 4 businesses, this whole system is worth it. So I don't think I'm going to make as much money as I would by just keeping those delivery contracts in place for a little while longer. I think I'm definitely making less money in the short term, but as we expand, we're going to start making more money, and I think it'll be considerably more. I would also say that at the current rent prices anyway, and sort of the way it's working out, I would argue that while the convenience is maybe decreased, just because of like how rent prices typically are flowing here, having 2 warehouses with 1 bay looks like it could be more economical than having 1 warehouse with 2 bays. I would argue that maybe that isn't the case because you want to simplify it and have everything delivered to 1 warehouse, but it depends on the rent price, right? Like my rent right now with this warehouse, I can't even see it, can I? I don't even know what my rent is here. I think it's like 8 something. Probably similar to this one, so like 887. If you got these 2 right here, it'd be 950 for that one, I guess. There's some in here that are cheaper. 902. How about over here? So this is 1650. So if you were going to do 2 individual warehouses, that's around 900. It is cheaper to have this one if it has 2 bays. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. Maybe I was thinking of something else, but in any case, there's definitely some things to think about with it, and I like that. I like that there's factors that are not necessarily cut and dry, and there's not a clear winner. You can kind of free roam it and look at your numbers and say, you know what, my numbers suggest this is a better call, and I like that kind of thing. It's like my traffic is up, and pretty much every store I have is awesome. Today's gonna be a great earnings day, isn't it? I think it is. I need to go to another wholesaler and get some paper bags because these guys are almost out. The one thing I could maybe do, instead of going to the wholesaler, is I can run across the street here to Charmart. It saves me a little bit of time to do this. And there's no lights in here. I really, really hope in the future that businesses come with overhead lights installed already in the place. Having floor lamps in a grocery store, it makes no sense. So like I'm hoping that that's something that's added, is that we get like overhead lighting added to every building that you rent. That would be better. I would also like the opportunity to actually purchase buildings. Just flat out purchase them and only pay property taxes. And And you can maybe have that as a monthly expense instead of a daily expense. Or I guess it could be, since it's going on weeks, so you can make it a weekly expense, I guess. But there's, you know, like to have a real estate business would be kind of cool, I think. So, anyway, just throwing things out there too. I got lots of ideas for this game. I think most of us who are watching this have lots of ideas for this game. We're trapped again. We're blocked in. Maybe they'll let us out right here after this cab. Oh, come on. I hit the bumper. Yeah, we made 10 grand today. That's not bad. So I'm going to let this run for a little while longer. Okay, I've been running around town fixing up my businesses, making sure they're all stocked up, especially the ones that are not currently being covered by our warehouse. I managed to let time go on enough and make enough money to where we have $115,000. So we're going to go into general U.S. trucks. And I'm going to purchase one of these big ones. This is a cargo capacity of 60. And I want to see, how does this change our warehouse capacity moving forward? So now I own a $98,000 vehicle, which is now over here. So I guess we'll wrap ourselves around back here. And come on over here. Got ourselves a big box truck now. So cargo capacity on this is 60. It says medium. It says medium truck. This only means to me that there's likely to be a bigger one later on. Okay, so I'm going to pull myself all the way in this leftmost lane, and we're going to bring this truck over to our warehouse. And I want to swap it. Basically want to take the van out of there and see if we can't get this truck in its place. And there's another element to this whole dynamic with the warehouses and stuff that I wasn't thinking about. And probably many of you weren't thinking about either at the time, but it kind of sways the balance towards doing warehouses more. It makes it even more viable, right? And that has to do with the wholesaler deals that you make. And, ooh, is this where we pull it in? Not going to let me actually pull this in there, though. Because it's already, yeah, it's full. So I need to basically find a parking spot for this thing. Oh, it's really difficult to drive this. Get out of my way, truck. Go, go, go. Get out of the way. No. More cars. All right, here we go. All right, now, can we... Oh, these drivers are so stupid. Granted, I'm not very smart either, but drivers in this game, they get too close to you. They just don't give you any space. And I think it's because there's, like, no signaling mechanism built into the game yet. So, like, there's no way to tell drivers that you want to park or whatever, right? He's not going to move. He's going to stay just like that, isn't he? Whatever. Serves him right. Anyway, we're going to go into our warehouse here. Anyway, the thing I'm talking about, the dynamic, right? These wholesaler deals that you make, they're, you know, we know the costs. We've seen it. We've done the math, right? But when your shelves are already full, right? And they can't deliver everything. That's when it gets interesting, right? Because, like, let's say I can't store 2 of something, right? Or I have 2 boxes left over, right? There's that deal where because there was 2 products you couldn't deliver, but you still had the fixed fee, you didn't pay for those products from the wholesaler. That's true. You didn't actually pay for them. They got returned, but honestly, why is this illegal? Come on now. Why is this an illegal parking spot? It makes no sense. There's a lot of places around town where it's illegal, but there's no fire hydrants or anything. It just flat out doesn't let you park there. I'm going to have to take the subway back or something. I've got too many vehicles now. Let me pull back over here like this. You let me do this? No, that's illegal too. Okay. I'll have to find another place for this. But if you Oh, maybe here. Although there's a fire hydrant here, so maybe it won't. If you can't deliver everything, but you still have the fixed fee, right? Then you paid more for each of those products too, right? It raises the cost of goods sold. So we've got that van out of the warehouse, and now I'm gonna go ahead and pull this truck in. And thankfully, all I have to do is just click this button, and now we're in here. Still think this should be backing in. It doesn't look right being forward, but it is what it is. So if I park this, the medium truck is now assigned to this warehouse. Okay? I should be able to go into my business manager now. Go into the warehouse, and we have Alan Davis is assigned to the medium truck. And now, if I look at Char Inc., my logistics manager, we can now deliver to up to 4 destinations. So this truck is capable of doing twice as many destinations as the van. And because of that, I think anyway, we can now schedule my other logistics person, which is going to be Bethany. And with Bethany here, we can now get Char Gifts and Rags to Wear added to this queue. And you can see we're trying to deliver, keep the business target at 1,000 for all these different clothes. But I still do not know where to actually buy the clothing. I need to find that. It may not even be implemented in the game yet. I have no idea. But at least Char Gifts can now have cheap gifts, expensive gifts, paper bags, soda cans, etc. All of that stuff can actually get delivered here now. So we're going to go to the purchasing agent, and we're going to actually start buying some of these things. We're going to say we want 1,000 of these, and let's say we want 1,000 of these. And these are very expensive, but they're $7 a piece. I'm thinking that's a lot cheaper than the wholesaler, I think. I'm going to have to look into that. I think that's cheaper than the wholesaler. So there might be some instances where it is cheaper. Plastic bags, soda cans, etc., etc. All that stuff can get pulled in. I'm not sure what the current inventory is on this other stuff, but I know I've already done a delivery. So why don't we go and say 2,000 and let's say 3,000. We're going to start delivering soda cans to, you know what? 1,000 is not enough. Like this is a warehouse, damn it. Let's start going in bulk. Why not? What was this? Huh? What kind of nonsense are we doing here, huh? What kind of Mickey Mouse organization? The thing is, it's very expensive. I don't have the money for it. Yeah, no, it's too expensive. All right, well, we'll have to just let the businesses run for a little bit, but at least now you can see we can support more businesses now with this truck. So the next step for me, anyway, is to scale things up with maybe a few more shelves, although we have some spare space in this warehouse, and we've kind of maxed out the potential of this warehouse. So as I expand more and get more businesses added to my my company, I'm gonna need another warehouse, right? I've maxed out the potential for this one. I need another one, and most likely what I'll do is I'm going to have probably, let's say 4, maybe 5 additional businesses made. Actually, 4 would be a good number, right? So we make 4 more businesses. Maybe we do it with, let's say, we can have like 2 more fast food places. We could do 2 more grocery stores, right? Those are the 2 big demand ones in the garment district anyway. And then we can also get into maybe like a jewelry store and things like that, because I think I can import that stuff. But the stuff, there are things I just simply cannot import, as apparently. And it's clothing, as far as I can tell. There just doesn't seem to be a way to do that. Let me look really quick. Maybe there is something I missed at one of these providers. I have my car parked over by the warehouse because I knew I was going to switch the cars. And I wanted to have a vehicle to drive away with, not realizing, like a dummy, that you're switching the cars, so you're gonna have the van. I don't think that far ahead, guys, okay? Also, this is area that we can totally go to. Notice how some of this stuff just gets glitched out. You can keep driving, but you'll hit an invisible barrier. Some of the stuff gets glitched out. But this is the stuff that's like coming soon, right? Like in the game, it's not developed yet, all that stuff. You can actually drive in this because this is just space. So ignore that traffic. That's noise, man. Just drive on the grass. Like, why not? For now, anyway, I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of more, big buildings and stuff. Probably another block like this in the future there, right? All right, just showing it off. Can I get through here? Oh, bonus. So can. I so can. This is closed now, though, isn't it? It sure is. Let's just sleep for... you probably open at 10 or something. Let's just do this. We'll see how much money we make today. Like 8,300. And I actually have some additional marketing on the 2 big businesses that were covered by the warehouse before. I can actually take now Char Gifts. I don't have any deliveries there. I did that manually. The other one has deliveries right now. Rags to Wear has deliveries because I have no idea where the clothing is. So that's what I'm trying to find. So let me park this. We're going to go inside real quick. Just see if I missed anything. Well, I can't actually see what's on the shelves, can I? No, you really can't. So it's really just about going to my purchasing agent and saying, where's the clothes? Not there. Where's the clothes? Not there. I can open up a jewelry store, though. That's there. I can't afford this many. This is too many. Let's, yeah, cheap gifts. Wow. It's a lot of boxes. Let's do like 1,000 here and 1,000 here. It's 15K. I can afford that. Let's order that instead. I'll be able to afford that. But there, again, I don't know where I can get clothes. So I'm gonna ask him really quick, just on Discord, and we'll see if this is possible. I don't want to like run around my head cut off here, so like a chicken, right? I don't want to do that. So just give me a really quick second. I'm just gonna ping him and see what he says. All right, I've been preparing for the next phase. He got back to me, and clothing imports not in the game yet. Scheduled for about beta 2. There'll be new import options brought into the second beta, which I think is scheduled for like a month from now or so. Don't quote me on that. I'm gonna park right next to this fire hydrant, which is totally legal, I guess. So anyway, we're gonna focus on the next stage of the game then, which is to scale our business up and take full advantage of how the warehouse works, right? We're basically maxing out the potential for the warehouse at the moment when it comes to what's being catered to there. So what I can do, since I have 4 businesses and my warehouse can take advantage of 4 businesses, but I can't import the things that other business needs, right? I can't import the things that Rags to Wear needs. So that's kind of a wasted slot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this big building here on the corner, and we're gonna create a new fast food restaurant so that I can take full advantage of this. And this is a bigger restaurant than the one that's down the way a little bit closer to the warehouse. And actually this restaurant spot here is across the road from, if you're wondering where I am, it's across the road from our clothing store. I have no idea what to call this. So I think I'm just gonna call it Fast Chuck 2 and just have like a second Fast Chuck, you know? So we'll just have Fast Chuck 2. It's a fast food restaurant. Now, I do want to get into other types of stuff. Don't get me wrong. I do want to explore the jewelry store, the coffee shop, the liquor store, all those things. I do. But because I already have sort of this sort of automated flow with the products that are available in fast food, I want to expand, get a bigger fast food, because the one I have right now is pretty small, and I want to expand out and be able to leverage what I already have. Coffee shop, totally going to happen. Liquor store, jewelry store, clothing stores even, all these types of things. We're going to do more of them, but just for now, I want to get a second fast food restaurant. So this is Fast Chuck 2, and I can also go in and maybe have some of the other employees that are in the other one. I can have them come over here and work too, potentially. So here's everything we need to go in and basically get all of the furniture and stuff that we need for the fast food restaurant. That's a fairly sizable startup cost. The stuff like, the burger flippers and stuff, but this one is bigger, and I'm gonna have pizza. I'm gonna start getting pizza on here, which naturally means we're gonna need a steady supply of sausage and ham, pepperoni, lots of cheese, tomato sauce, bread dough, obviously, jalapeno peppers, right? Maybe little slices of chicken, and obviously pineapple. Oh, I've earned no likes for this video now, have I? All right, let me go get the equipment and stuff. I'll be right back. All right, I'm basically just leaving the appliance store here. And I'm going to put this stuff in the van here, and then we're going to go back to our brand new fast food restaurant, which is... It's on the other end of the street. I got to turn around. And I've already made a delivery of all, like, most of the major appliances, all the major expensive stuff. I've already delivered that stuff. And I've got the shelves in position and everything. So now we're at the sort of the final stretch of furnishing this place. And I guess this guy doesn't want to go next to me because he's... I mean, granted, I am on the wrong side of the street, so this is totally my fault. But come on now. Get out of the way. Hand truck, and let's go with counters. I've got 9 counters because this is a pretty big place, so I kind of wanted to furnish it like it's a pretty big place. We're gonna set up the major stuff. I was gonna do it here, but I think if they come through the door, I want them to, like, I don't know, form a queue over here or something. So maybe we'll put the stuff right here. Possibility. We'll stick a counter there. Just kind of get out of the way real quick. We'll stick another counter like this, and we'll just kind of do something like this, just to kind of make a nice big counter area. And I'll show you what I'm working with in terms of the hardware and stuff, but I want to make sure we have enough counters first. You never have too many counters. I mean, I guess you can have too many counters. This hand truck's got some equipment. We're going to be incorporating the pizza oven in this one. So I did splurge a little bit more this time. It's been a few days. You can see my money. It's in the day always. When I'm, you know, cutting video and stuff, you can always see what day it is up here and, you know, how long I had to wait to get it all working and stuff. But I think that's probably a good enough counter. Like, I think it's out enough. Let me just test this really quick. So we're going to take the pizza oven. And the pizza oven can go, I think, back near this hand cart. I can't move the default location for that hand cart, and I really wish I could. I want that to be in the stock room, right here. Like, get it out of my main lobby. But these bigger buildings, it defaults to there. His recommendation, I guess, for the future for features would be to allow us to, I guess, manually control or to designate where we want these hand carts to spawn. I know it's not that big of a deal, but, like, I can't place anything there because that's going to spawn there. Actually, I have to wonder, what if... Oh, here's something to try out, huh? What if we do that and then we leave? What happens to the hand cart? Does it spawn underneath? It does. Yeah, see? So it'd be nice to, like, designate where that is. Okay, so we're going to take another counter, and I'm going to have this go, you know, one more out and then over like this. Yeah, we'll go over like that. So we want the industrial grill. That's going to need to go on a counter space. So I am going to need more counters than I even thought. So we'll move this counter over, say, like, put it like right up here, I guess. And then the hot dog grill is also going to have to go on a counter, isn't it? Yeah, so we'll place that over here. Now, I might put the fryer here for, like, the french fries. We'll see. I've got a whole bunch of shelves already installed, ready to go. So we're going to take the business manager here. I'm going to go to my purchasing agents. I'm going to make sure that this purchase happens, which I think we've already done this, though. Didn't I already do that? Got fast check. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff in storage here. We did not do the pizza thing yet, so I need to do that too. So we're going to take Bethany Baker here. She's got 2 destinations that she's managing. We're going to change her to also manage the Fast Truck 2. And then she's going to have the certain targets that she wants to hit here, including 400 there. Let's go 400 there. We're going to have pizza. Let's make sure we have, like, say, 300. I'm not sure how much we're actually going to sell on that, so we'll go a little bit more conservatively there, I suppose. And we'll have that be the target numbers for Fast Truck 2. Okay? So she's going to manage that. And we should start to see stuff just, like, appear in here ready to go. at that point. So we've got this. Honestly, there's a lot of room here, isn't there? I could probably go back just a little bit more. Yeah, you don't want to crowd your employees, but you don't need to give them the whole room either. All right, then we've got, oh, there's one more counter here. And I think I just lost my extra hand cards, so I'm going to have to go get the other one too. But we'll go ahead and place that there. And then I'm going to grab this hand cart. And we're going to dress this up about the same as we did the other one with tables and chairs, make it look nice, you know. Kind of want to do all that stuff, so definitely will be doing that. And this one is going to get drinks fridges. How about that? We're actually going to have drinks fridges for our people this time. Aren't you pleased? Does this please you? We'll have drinks fridges in our food place. I'll probably add them to the other ones too. Okay, so we're going to have one cash register. I think I'm going to have 3 in this restaurant. And the reason for that has to do with people calling in sick and stuff. It's extra wages, but I don't really want to have to manually go through and like have people be replaced. One thing I think, and maybe this is where the HQ manager comes in, I would like to have like extra employees that don't work that day be able to get in, sub in for people who call in sick. I think that would be a really nice way to go about it. Man, these candidates suck, don't they? They are all terrible at customer service. I feel like it's not even worth the money I paid these guys to try to find me candidates. I paid them a bunch of cash. They're finding me crap. Come on now, I'm gonna have to train all my people. I don't want to have to train everybody. All right, let's take the mop and we'll place that behind the door. I also have a second mop because we'll probably need 2 people to clean this place. See? And then there's the extra cash register, which I already bought it, so we'll place it right here. So there'll be 3 cash registers here, and we'll have 3 people on this. I suppose, at least I'm hoping anyway, that Fast Truck 2 will be able to support twice as many customers. So having that extra cash register might actually be a really great thing. Okay, so this is the basic essentials, if that is a correct phrase to say. If I was to go back to the big furniture store, they might be closed. It's 6 o'clock. I don't know what time they close, but if they're closed already, then I'll just have to wait till tomorrow. But I'd like to get the fryer. Beep beep truck. Oh, okay. So do you not move until I bump you? Hold on. Can I bump you into submission here? Can I make you go? Go. Go. There you go. Yeah, see? It's not that hard. You got this. Choo-choo. Yeah, I think we're on 4th Avenue right now, so I got to go over to 5th to get this place. I'm pretty sure they close at 6. I know I could just check it, but I got to go there anyway, so I might as well. Oh, yeah, now you're going to go really fast. Okay. I got to check it anyway, so or I got to go there anyway, so I might as well just drive over there. Then I'll grab the extra counters and stuff too before the cut, and then we'll open up Fast Truck 2. But you can see now that the warehouse is going to be able to. Oh, they are open. Hang on. Ooh, am I going to be able to get there in time? Oh, it's going to be close. This is legal. This is legal. Let's go. Go 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 go. Everybody hates me. Okay, cool. Get in there. All right. So I wanted to get not the shelves. I wanted to get this, the fryer, industrial fryer machine. So we'll grab that, and then I can't get any countertops here. They don't serve them here. I think that's the only thing I want here then. I could go for the coffee, but I don't think we can serve coffee at the restaurant, which is interesting because, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I should be able to. That's why I want to have like stores that have sort of a hybrid structure to them. I want to be able to make my own stuff. Going along that note, though, like I know that's not in the scope for the game, and I know that this is like a really extra thing. So I'm thinking if there's going to be years of development in this game, which, by what I'm hearing from them, that's the case. I would hope that maybe in the future, at some point, maybe down the road, it's probably a lot of work. So maybe it's not in the cards, but being able to create your own products, design your own stuff, and like actually have your business be more of an innovative thing. I want to kind of give a little bit of a tribute in that to like Software Inc., right, which does hardware now, and now custom designed hardware with the new beta, which is crazy. So I kind of want to give like a little bit of a nod to that, because I think that game is amazing for what it does and creating a new products. But like even Startup Company, we created our own sort of thing with our own features and all that stuff, to where this game so far anyway, and it may change in the future, but so far anyway, this game is a whole lot of like, you know, get things imported and just, you're like a middleman that distributes things that other people made, which is okay. Most businesses I think are like that, right? So it's not such a big deal, but I'm thinking like making it my own, right? And having to like set up factories and shit. It could be so big. There's so many possibilities that are just way too ambitious. So don't get your hopes up. I'm just spitballing here. I haven't heard anything. I'm gonna move you over a little bit. Come on now, camera, leave me alone. Quit zooming in and out. Quit it. Okay, so I need to move this over even more. Looks like. Darn it. All right. Actually, can we just do it here? Yeah. Oh, I like that. It's a little bit crowded here, though, for the pizza, isn't it? I need to make extra space like this. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have this be super close. So let's kind of do something like that. And then this. And where's the sink for they can wash their hands, huh? Where's that? Cleanliness, huh? We got to, you know, health inspector is going to come by. Things like that. You could add that in the game, too. I mean, my God, there's so many things you can just... Anything that happens in real life, really, you could just add it into the game and it would be fine. Okay, so we have no opening hours. Cash registers don't have people. It's dirty, needs to be cleaned, etc., etc. Oh, that's actually char gifts. No big deal. It looks to me like these guys are just not going to give me anyone of quality, at least not yet. I'm going to go ahead and sleep a little bit, but I think we're probably going to pick this up in the next video, with Fast Truck 2 being in service. My profits are not impressive. They're just not there yet. And I'm hoping with the introduction of this business opening up, we can get something a bit more impressive. And it doesn't look like any... Yep, there it is. Yep. We had some stuff delivered right here. So that stuff was delivered from our warehouse. There are 15 things on this storage shelf and 1 on this one. Hot dogs are here, soda cans, french fries, all sorts of stuff. Just sitting here ready to rock, so I can take one of these and just be like, look, I stocked the soda cans. See? I'm not a monster. I stocked the soda, okay? You can't yell at me now. So I'm going to get this prepared, get it running, get employees hired, do all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to go back to IKEA. You guys have seen that stuff before. So I'm going to go back to IKEA, get the tables, set it up there, design the whole lobby area. And then when we come back for the next one, Fast Truck 2 will be cruising, hopefully. And we'll see what kind of benefits we can get there with marketing and all sorts of stuff like that. I might even buy a billboard for this place. So take it easy, guys. Love your faces. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support and your feedback in the comments. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.